is Zhenya Ratushko, and I am the 2021 through 2022 Minnesota-Dakota's Key Club District Governor. I have been in Key Club since my freshman year of high school. It was my very first club that I joined, and so I stuck with it, and here I am now.
All right, and why did you decide to run for this position in the first place?
I decided to run for district governor in the first place because I served as the lieutenant governor for Division 7C, and it was just a really enjoyable time, and I think being able to step into that role is really kind of what saved me from a rough patch in my life, and so it's just something that I've been very thankful for ever since that point.
What has been your favorite memory during your term?
Okay, hands down, my favorite memory during my term has to be the Summer Leadership Conference 2021 in Orlando, Florida. It was just so fun. First of all, because it was my first in-person event in more than a year. Second of all, I got to travel to Florida without my family and my I was with my friends. And it was a very fun experience. I got to know my district executives a little bit better since I hadn't even met most of them in person before, which is interesting. And in addition to that, I got to elect in the new international board. I got to meet my counterparts on the International Council for the first time. I got to learn about some exciting opportunities during workshop sessions. And yeah, it was just a really overall amazing experience.
All right, and which board member has inspired you the most and why?
I would say that the district board member that I've been most inspired by in my term is my secretary, Lila Anderson. And I say that because she just has this wonderful, go get it attitude around her. I think she really prioritizes doing what makes her happy in life, but what's gonna make her succeed. And so I've seen that displayed in her, once again, her go get it attitude, and just her, she's not afraid to do hard work. And she just has, she finds the good and the humor in everything, and she's always able to find a way to get things done, and so it's something that's very commendable to me, and so thank you, Lila.
What has been your most memorable accomplishments during your term?
When it comes to my most memorable accomplishments for my term, I would say I have quite a few. But I would say some of the main ones would be, for about a month and a half, I essentially served as our district bulletin editor in addition to being our district governor. So that was pretty fun. I got to learn some graphic design skills. I've also implemented this year for every single district board member to create their own personal Key Club Instagram just to connect with their divisions better, and so executives did the same thing. I think it's been really great for boosting engagement with clubs that also have club Instagrams. And also started a newsletters channel, so it's just kind of to streamline that newsletter process that lieutenant governors go through. So I created a Slack channel for that, so lieutenant governors can put in their newsletter drafts on the 7th, and then people will send in feedback, and then they send them all out by the 10th, and it's just been a really great way, and kind of gets the whole team working in on that. We also started a chartering campaign to try to get more Key Clubs chartered within the Minnesota-Dakota's district. We've been really targeting those divisions that haven't had the best membership or engagement recently. And yeah, and then additionally, one last thing, I was one of the main people that worked on the Mindac Markets, our online web store, and so yeah, that was just a really fun time for me. So those are just a few of the accomplishments.
What is one thing that you will take away from this entire experience?
I would say that one thing that I will take away from my experience as governor and from my time on the board is just really knowing how to have effective and proper communication, and especially when it comes to taking accountability for myself and advocating for myself. There have been a lot of times in my 2 years on the board where something has come up, or I just haven't been able to get to something, and so I think really practicing communication and advocating for myself, saying hey, I'm sorry, I won't be able to get this done. I think just kind of hammering home, taking accountability for yourself. I think that has really helped me because it's made me more comfortable in asking for help, and so I think that's something that's going to really help me in my future.
Perfect. And the burning question, although you are a senior, where do you see yourself in a year from now regarding college, regarding your career, regarding anything like that?
Ooh, loaded question. I think in a year from now, I don't know where the future is taking me. I do know that I am intending on going to college. I'm not entirely sure what for yet. It's been a process, but right now I'm looking into doing something perhaps in political science / law or environmental science, maybe finding a combination of the two. I think that would be really fun for me. But I think that no matter where I am in a year from now, all I want to do is I just want to be happy with myself, like with who I am, with what I'm doing in life, and as long as I'm content, then that's all that really matters.
Finally, last question. What advice would you give to the people watching this?
I think the key takeaway, the key advice that I would give to the people watching this is just being passionate for something, and having passion is it's so essential. It's key. And I believe that life is too short to, not do what makes you happy. And just in all aspects of this, like I've learned this. I have done in this role just so much. It's a lot of hands-on things, and it took a lot of work. It took a lot out of me. But I found fulfillment in doing all that I was doing. So even though it was a lot of work, I enjoyed it. And so I felt content and I felt satisfied with what I was doing. And I just know that if I didn't have that passion for it, then I would have gotten burned out like second week. But I think it's just so important to do what you want to do. Like, why waste your time doing things that, you don't want to do? So it's just knowing what will bring you joy and finding ways to create that joy for yourself is all that really matters. And, creating a happy and successful life for yourself. Just live life to the fullest.